And
I was just kidding, Bobby. I didn't really.
and then Joe said, "Give me 10 reasons why I should hire you." And so I sat down and figured out 10 solid reasons why somebody should hire my company. And then what I did was I modified the one sheet, which I totally recommend that everybody at least do the one sheet because that works. So I modified the one sheet to put the 10 reasons why you should hire my company. And they are going to sit side by side in my pinned area in LinkedIn. And so I did a long article and then a shorter post leading to the article. But the that was win number one because it really gave a lot of focus as to really what we bring to the table. And the second thing is my other win was that I helped Kaya rewrite one of her ad posts. It was kind of a post advertisement, and I rewrote it and to kind of let her see the difference in the way she writes with the bigger words and actually came up with clarity comes from smaller words.
I love that.
And that was, and the guy that I was just talking with on another call was, I said it that way clarity comes from smaller words. And he was like, oh, that's big. And so I actually had to write it down. It's at the bottom of my tablet, and I'm going to kind of think on that for a while. So that was my other win.
I love it.
And
Where do you want to be next week? This time next week, what do you want to accomplish?
what do I want to accomplish? I want to get back to posting a lot more on the school because I've dropped off of that. And I want to figure out how some people like you are, able to post tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. Whereas it's kind of like I'm struggling to find not only the time, but also it's like, where can I add some stuff to? Uh, so that's one of my questions.
Awesome.
So that's where I want to be. I want to be able to post more and contribute more and help more people in school.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that I think about, Bobby, is how can I add value to every single one who's in the room and out of the room who I'm in contact with? How can I add value? So when I'm writing is like I write, in terms of who they are and how I know them. And I try to be as supportive as I can. But then the other part is how do I add value and my own unique voice to it? And so I use a combination of Evie and ChatGPT. Sometimes I'm into Grok, sometimes into Claude, just to kind of get a different flavor to bring out that unique voice that I have. And I know that Joe knows how to do this so much better than I do. And so he's amazing. So yeah, and it's like it's a commitment. It's a commitment. How do I show up for you? How do I show up for me? Because we're showing up for us. It's for you, for me, for us. That's what I think about. All during the week for my clients, for you, for me, for us. And so when you come from that, it's less about who I am, but more of how can I help you excel? How can I edify you?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Jane, you're next. And after Jane is going to be Penny. And then after Penny is Ian. And
Good
I want to
morning.
welcome, wait a minute, before you go, where did Leonardo go?
Leonardo.
Yeah, we had Leonardo in the room. There you are.
Hey, hey,
Say
hey, hey.
hello.
Yeah, yeah. Joey just invited me to join here. I just joined his company, and yeah, so he invited me to join and learn a little more about from you guys, and that's it. Thank a lot for noticing me here.
Welcome.
Leonardo is from the same country that my father's from. Can you
Oh,
guys
wow.
can you guys guess where Leonardo's from based on his accent? Put it in the chat if you guys can guess. No, it's not China. But guess where guess where Leonardo's from. And I'm just curious to know if you guys know what role Leonardo's going to have at our company. I just hired him today. Someone said Greece.
Mhm.
Close.
I think it's because of my surname. Huh?
Portugal, Argentina. We're close. We got one person got it already, so one person
Bob
already
make
got it.
a very good guess because my surname is from Greece. Actually, Staniskus.
But he's from Brazil, so congratulations, guys.
Yes.
And so is my dad. My dad's also from Brazil. But it's so funny. The guy that came to fix the shower in my house was from Brazil, and he started speaking to me in Portuguese. A person I was interviewing before Leonardo was from Brazil, that does operations. I was talking to my father yesterday, asking him to send me a picture of his Brazilian passport because I want to go to the embassy and become a citizen of Brazil so that I have a dual citizenship somewhere else, not just America. And all of a sudden, this Brazilian comes into me. I was like, all right, I'm hiring you just because you're from Brazil. So he's hired. I officially hired him today. So he's a new EviAI client advisor, and he's going to be helping people be able to master LinkedIn and use EviAI. So I'm so excited that he's here.
Awesome. Welcome aboard.
Thank you a lot, Bob.
Glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
All right, go ahead. Jane, go ahead.
Wow, Bobby, I love your one sheet. When I grow up, I'm going to do that too. I know Joe's given me the information. I can't figure it out, but that's okay. My win for the week, I got to see my granddaughter in her 20th week. So I saw the sonogram.
Wow.
She had her
Congratulations.
wide
That is
open.
great.
I said she looks just like me. Her mouth's wide open. So I'm excited about that. And next week, oh wow, August is a busy month. School districts and some other companies and stuff that I go into. But the big thing that I'm doing is making a radical change. And most of you on here know me somewhat at least. The last thing I ever want to come across as is a sleazy network marketer. But someone told me I was being selfish by not letting people know, because there are so many corporate employees who are disgruntled and they're looking for other ways to make money. So I'm going to be experimenting with letting people know there's an opportunity here, but I don't want anyone ever to think that everyone that comes to me is going to be recruited. That's not who I am. It's not what I do. And this month, the big focus is on Make a Will. It's National Make a Will Month. So if anybody doesn't have a will, please send them my way. I will give them information.
So tell us, where do you want to be next week, though? What do you want to have accomplished? Yeah. What do you want to have accomplished next week?
I want to have my newsletter completed next week and published.
Awesome. 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 Make sure you check the notes because people are sending notes. Okay, Penny. And then after Penny, I'm going to stick in Mindy because Mindy's got to go and then it'll be Ian. Okay.
Do you want Mindy to go first because she has to go? No,
baby.
You good, Mindy? See, we see how we all work together, and this is like warming my heart. Hiring, recruiting, all of that, just all in my HR wheelhouse. So I'm Penny, and I help small to medium-sized businesses with anything that has to do with human resources and their people. And I would say my win this week is I finally feel better, and I was able to get on 3 EviAI Zooms this week, and I honestly, I can't say it enough. I feel so much love from this group and can't even put a price on how much I learn from this group. So thank you. And where do I want to be next week? I want to have more one-to-ones with anybody in this group and through all of my networks. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So Penny, how many do you want to have for next week? Let's get, the brain needs clarity. How many are you?
The group needs clarity. 5. Let's
5. Okay.
Joe would say that's not enough, but I got to start somewhere. And honestly, I have some one-to-ones with everybody. I had a great one-to-one. I just want to point out with Cliff. It was great, and we are going to have another one.
Awesome. No, you got to start where you are. You know, you got to build. You can't build to where Joe is today. You got to start where you are and build from there. So kudos. All right, Mindy, you go.
Thanks, Barbara. Really appreciate it. So I'm Mindy Stern, and I'm known as the Career Accelerator because I help people take charge of their careers, whether they're landing jobs or stepping up as leaders or launching a new business. That's what I do. My win for this week is very emotional to me. I mentioned to you guys last week that I was speaking to a potential new client who had been referred to me by a client that I had worked with 4 years ago. He had his first call with me yesterday. He signed up. And when I started showing him some of the things that he could do to enhance his visibility on LinkedIn, just so you know, he was earning $1.2 million last year. This year, he's been looking for a solid year for his next job. I started showing him some of the things that he can do to increase his visibility, and he actually started crying. And I said, "What's going on for you right now?" And he said, "I'm feeling so many emotions right now because number one, no one ever told me that I could do that. Number two, I worked with a organization that my company gave me, and it's called Outplacement, right? Who did not tell me any of that. And I'm feeling so much regret that I didn't find you earlier." So I was very emotional. He was very emotional. And he is learning like crazy so fast. So my goal for next week is that he comes back in a very different mindset where he is ready to learn, ready to move forward, and ready to grow. And so it was a very emotional interaction, and I am hoping that he's doing the work that I assigned him. We'll see. I already see some changes. So just wanted to share that with you because it was definitely a win-win and a win.
Beautiful. But what is it that you want to accomplish that's just for you?
Okay, so
Okay, that's something you hope for him, right?
Yes, that would be a
want
huge
to
accomplishment for
accomplish.
me because if he's winning, I'm winning, right?
Well, and I know you're very much a giver, and as a giver, I get it because we're all about the other person. But what is it for you? What is one thing that you want to accomplish by this time Friday?
Okay, so I am rolling out my Be Your Own Boss program, and I must finish up the presentation. And so that's happening this weekend. No procrastination. It is going to be done by Monday. That's my goal.
Awesome. We're going to check in with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Ian, you're next. And after Ian is Helena, and after Helena is going to be Clifford. Ian, you're still on mute. There you go.
Yeah, everyone was frozen. Everyone just went. So, are you all there still? Yeah, working.
We're here. We're here.
So, what I do, to start with, is I get people from this, struggling with automation and stuff, and then give them this. Yeah.
Got it.
So it's an AI automation business, put in chatbots, voice bots, automation, email, etc., all that sort of thing. So if anyone's struggling with automation, needs some help or needs some guidance other than Joe, you can always have a word with me because I do know it a little bit. But my wins for the week, let's have a look. Some of the wins, there's quite a few. I went in to get an Indian the other day, and then the Indian restaurant, I've been talking to a guy for a while, turned around and went, "Oh, okay, I could really do with this." And I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to struggle to do all his menu and stuff because it's when it's really detailed. Sometimes the AI struggle if you don't put it in a proper database and stuff, and he hasn't got that. But he said, well, in the daytime, people are ringing me. So I said, I can set something up so they take the calls and do your booking pretty good. So I'm going to look at doing that with him. And then there's one or two other companies I've spoke to. They're quite keen on speaking about stuff. I'm more in the lines of I want to know more about them before I can offer services rather than just trying to sell them something. I don't agree with that. I'd rather build a long-term relationship because I think they all need heavy AI. So they'll be getting that as well in with the packages. What am I going to do next week? More of what I've done this week. I've been on nearly every single every AI meeting because I always learn something from everyone. There's always great talent here and great sharing, and I'm always more about giving the love. That's what I'm all about, sharing and giving the love. So did I fulfill all those 3 tasks?
Okay, so for you, what do you want to accomplish though? Is it to be on all 5 calls next week or 10 calls or
what I want to accomplish?
What is it you want? What is your main goal for next week? Because we need to give our brain direction
tell you.
so that we can move forward.
I will tell you, yeah, strategy to do with more regular cold calling outreaching every day. Because I know Joe's
how many calls do you want to do a day of cold outreach then?
on this other coaching. They want to be doing 25 to 100. It's like ridiculous. But I agree with Joe's 5 proper conversations a day is really good. I think going for 10 a day, but 5 quality conversations. I'd rather have 10, talk to 5 that's going to learn your stuff and network with each other that's on here, and then 5 other ones a day that's going to talk. So I'm looking for doing 10 a day, then 5 interactions, learning, sharing what we're doing with each other within the community, and then 5 more outreaching with people for business. I think that's a good,
Okay.
maybe a good way to be.
25 and 25 for the week. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll check in with you next week. Hey, Helena, welcome back. It's good to see you. You've been kind of missing
Yes,
in
good to
action, but I'm
see you
so glad
all.
you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here as well. So for those of you who don't know me yet, I work with women executives to support them and sponsor them to find more fulfillment and momentum in their lives, not only as a professional, but as the woman or as a human, if you want. My big win this week, actually, I'm extremely active on LinkedIn, as some of you may know. And beginning of the year, my ambition was also to set up my YouTube channel in a way that it gains credibility, visibility, and builds authority, not only for me, but also for all the guests and co-hosts on my 2 talk shows. And as of 3 days ago, I'm an official YouTube earner. So finally, I get paid for the ads that are on my on all my episodes, and I have made 2.71 euro in July. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking, but it's true. But for me, it's a milestone. So if you don't mind, I will also put my LinkedIn channel, my YouTube channel in the chat. So if you would just, take the time to pay a visit and maybe also to subscribe, because this is an ongoing thing. I think it's extremely important.
Helena, put it also in the school.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, and you could put it as a reply to where you've posted or make a new post in there. Happy to support you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And where I want to be next week is I want to be on a terrace with my friends, because next week I'm going to take some time off. I'm just going to do what I need or I want to do in terms of keep some things going. But I think I'm deserving some me time, and I'm meeting wonderful women from Belgium, from London, from San Francisco. And so I'm going to have a great time on the terraza. And I don't do alcohol, but I will drink a glass on you anyway, kombucha or something else that is very healthy. Beautiful. So that's my plan for next week.
Yeah, rest is so important. It's important for the brain. It's important for the body.
It's a reset.
For longevity, right?
And
Helena's boxes.
Helena's also an EVAI Pro member now, so congratulations on joining the family there.
Congratulations.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Next is Clifford, then Marlene, then Darren. So go ahead, Clifford.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So like Penny said, we also do everything HR. And it was great to chat with you and learn a little bit about your business and see where we're similar and where we can also add value. So I think together we're going to be a stronger force. The win for me this week was to spend, no joke, almost an hour and 45 minutes with Lori Howard, who drove the conversation way beyond where we thought it was going to go. We talked about politics. We talked about solving the world. We talked about the weather and the flooding. And the best part about the conversation was Lori gave me some key important advice about how I present and how I show up. And that was extremely valuable. And Lori, you will know that it went really well today. So thanks so much. Appreciate all of the work you did. I've also met with Ian. I've also met with Ian, and those are the other meetings I had. And I meet with Randall all the time, so you don't count. What I want to get accomplished next week is that I've spoken about our Worthy Collective. We've collected some data. This week we'll have our web page up and we'll be able to share with everybody what people are saying. And now we have added to our collective survey a personal option for you to get your score, your own personal score. So those will be available if you participate in the Worthy Collective and give us your feedback.
So where do you want to be next week? What do you
I want that all up and done, and I want
up and
more
done?
people
Okay.
posting. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Marlene, you're next,
Thank
then
you.
Darren, and then Latha.
Hey everyone, Marlene Seiden with Service Quality Solutions, and I'm a leadership consultant. And what I do and love is to build strength-based cultures. I like to work with organizations who want to improve the engagement of their team and build retention and great customer experiences. So my win for this week is it's been a relaxing week at the beach with family, and really didn't focus a lot on work, but did some things to keep things going, like today. Thank you, team. My focus for next week is I'm looking forward to a informational session that'll actually be on LinkedIn with the Healthcare Reinvention Network, and they're going to shine the light on me and my work. So I'm wrapping up my presentation for that time. So that's it for me. Thank you.
That's awesome. All right, Darren, and then Latha, and then Joe.
Happy Friday, everyone. Darren Sherry. I run a fractional CFO company. We service small business owners with revenue under 30 million, and we meet them in one of our 3 practices. We have a turnaround practice for business owners that their business is just unhealthy. They need help turning it around. We have a growth advisory practice for business owners that are just outgrowing their infrastructure, architecture, people. And lastly, there are business owners that fall into our mergers and acquisition practice, and they are primarily trying to buy a business for the first time, integrate the business for the first time, or they are preparing their business for exit. Let's see, this week's win was, I followed Joe's advice. I started doing the birthday messages, and lo and behold, I got a lead from an organization that I had done a pro bono for during COVID. My goal for next week is to close that client.
Wow. Sounds good. Latha, you're next, then Joe, then Leonardo. Do you have any goals for the week? Other than you're here, you're just learning about us?
Yeah, I'm more now learning about you guys, but of course I have some goals for the
Okay.
week.
We'll get back to you in a minute. All right.
Sure thing.
Okay. Latha, go ahead.
Hey all, I have a couple of goals actually, personal and professional. The personal goal is actually my post today. I'm going through a detox with Juice Festival. So the way it is all over the world, people are joining it. It's called Sattvic Moment. They have 3 times sessions, so we won't drop off. They're giving lots of tips, how to do the recipes, all that. So that is, I started today, and the reason being, I want to look better and nice and energized. I'm going to India in the middle of August. So on a side note, if I'm not really engaged, it's not because I have forgotten. I'm always here. My mind is here. Please give me some love for my post. I may not be able to do every day, but I'm going through Richard Vanderblom's 5 weeks. That there is something, he has some challenge, which I'm trying to make it. That's one thing. Other thing is, from professional side, I'm so happy. Department of Education came back to me this week, and bureau chief want to talk to me that they want to give another project to me.
Great.
I know. We did the school school lunch program for the state of Iowa in 2023, and they really liked us. So they came back and wanted to give, if possible, a sole source without RFP.
Beautiful.
That's going on. And next week, the plan is I'm working with someone here in this group to collaborate both our businesses. Hopefully, verbally we agreed, and probably we'll be able to sign the contract and move forward before I go to India.
Oh, beautiful.
That Ram Devi, yes. that's another main thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Joe, you're next, then Leonardo, then Elena.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited that I get to share with you guys all this. What I help people do is get on 5 conversations a day. So that's our promise. You know, a lot of people I speak to, they're like, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know how to build relationships. I don't know what I do, what to do. I have 10,000 people on LinkedIn. Everyone ignores me. And I say, well, we'll teach you a strategy. We'll give you the community, and we'll give you the technology that will help you be able to do everything that you need to do. And then when people sign up, they're like, oh shit, this is real. I'm making money. I'm speaking to people. I'm closing deals. So I'm really excited that I have a business that can really make a difference for people, like really, really deeply make a difference in their life. The thing that I want to do next week is hire 2 new people. We're expanding our business. Our goal is to have 1,000 engaged LinkedIn users using Evie AI Pro every single day. And so that's my simple goal. I'm hiring 2 new people. Leonardo, we're onboarding today. And then I just made an offer for somebody else to start on Monday. Hopefully he accepts it. And we'll have 2 new employees starting next week. And we'll get them onboarded and trained. And, you know, you see Leonardo, he only has 200 connections or whatever on LinkedIn. He'll be like honey. He'll have 1,000 very soon, and he'll get on 5 conversations a day. So what we do for our clients, we also do for our employees. It's very exciting.
That is exciting. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Leonardo, then Elena, then Randall.
So what Joe is just say, it brings me to my goal. I was thinking about that while you guys was talking. So first of all, thank you for welcoming me here. It's amazing to join and to share a little more about that. Since I just joined the company, I'm really excited to learn a lot during this week. I know there's a lot of learning process, and my LinkedIn was I never explored too much my LinkedIn profile. By a small talk with Joey today, I just learned that it could be improved a lot, and I think that's my main goal for the next week. I want to learn a little more about LinkedIn and improve my one, so I can help the clients in the future. And that's it. I think I will spend my week learning about the improvement of my LinkedIn.
That's awesome. So welcome aboard. So glad
Thank
you're
you.
here. We all need the support, you know, particularly as it grows. And so I'm hoping, Joe, just a bug in your ear a little bit, is, you know, we have different levels of expertise in the group. So we're going to need, you know, people who can work with the entry level Evie AI Pro user to the middle, and then somebody who can really, obviously you're going to do the advanced. So something that maybe you structure.
That's true.
Yeah, we're going to have regular like LinkedIn 101 meetings for people who absolutely don't know how to use it. But we do have office hours for that reason, where people can come and really learn the basics. But people did ask for like LinkedIn 101 sessions, so we're going to start having those as well. You're going to see many more like little micro trainings coming out from some of our people. We did hire somebody that was doing office hours, and he's not going to be able to continue to do it in the future. So we're going to have to replace that with somebody else. You know, that's what happens. People come, people go, whatever. So we have new people we're training in to kind of do that. And as we get more and more employees, we're going to have many more things, many more different levels of training that are coming out. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Elena, then Randall, and then Lori.
Hello. I'm learning Evie AI, and for the next week, I wouldn't go for 5 conversations a day. I'm gonna do 2 for next.
Okay, awesome. That sounds good. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully I'll build up to 5 in another 3 weeks or so.
There you go. I love it. I love it. All right, B. Randall.
Well, that was quick. Nice to see everybody. I'm going to share with you for the first time some messaging that I'm beginning to roll out as I evolve and as Right Angle evolves. And the messaging is as such. I spent 20 years building strategy for the likes of Nike, HubSpot, Beyonce, Shell, Nokia, CrossFit. Now I bring that same messaging to strategy to help SMEs build scalable marketing engines. That's who I am. And that's the first time I've sort of said that out loud in this format. I'm going to sort of say that's my win this week, for lack of a better way of putting it. I've had some other stuff happen, of course, but I'll call the clarity and clairvoyance that's rolling out over the next few weeks really exciting for me. And for next week, my goal is to be more fluent in Italian because returning to Italy next week, to a little town in the south of Italy called Meone. And I'm returning to the house that my family was born in for the first time. So, and there's a lot of story behind that. And if ever there could be a good hook for why we should have a one-on-one, that will be it. So if you want to know why, a lot of you I've spent time with already, and I look forward to spending time with everybody, or dare I say, everyone.
Everyone.
Anyway, I wish everybody a great end to your week, and I look forward to seeing everyone again soon. Just saying out loud, Barbara, and I've asked Evie to take on the calendar. And my session for next Wednesday is canceled, just for next Wednesday, and we'll be back and running a week from Wednesday. So just saying that out loud.
Perfect. And thank you for trusting, for sharing some of these things with us too.
Oh, my pleasure. Penny says it so elegantly, but it's true. Everybody here, you know, as the months go on, I feel more closer and closer with everybody here. It's very aligned on a lot of levels to what I want to do professionally and personally and spiritually and technically. So I think that we all in different ways feel that, and it's a blessing. It's an unexpected blessing, right? We all go to work every day. We all have tools and techniques and goals and lead generations and, you know, like, but for me, and I believe I speak for others, Evie's really been sort of an unexpected blessing. Is that fair to say to everybody?
That's fair. Very fair. Latha, I see you.
Yes. I have something I forgot to mention, what I do. I was so excited and I forgot to mention. I have a software development company and I do custom software development from small to medium business. We find the pain points of the business owners and work with them. Probably they may not be knowing there may be some other way to resolve the problem. And we get into it, do the research, work with them and resolve it. And another important thing which I'm going to accomplish is I have hired 2 new people in my company, same like Joe.
Wow.
Yes. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. But it might help. So what I'm doing, listening to all these influencers and taking classes, slight difference in the approach I took this time. I am asking them to create a 3-minute video. After the interviews, I may not be the one taking the first level interviews. There are other people. I want them to create a 3-minute video. I have specific questions I'm asking. Also, there is a personality test I'm giving them.
Yeah, you want to know that they can work with you, right?
Yes. After that, only my interview will be. So that is something I'm doing. I'm excited to have 2 people on board before I leave for my vacation. Thank you.
Very good. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Barbara, because Lathia was able to throw something in, can I just take 10 seconds? I wanted to say, Bobby, thank you very much. I'm really thrilled and humbled that the YU exercise resonated with you. And I will tell you point blank, I've taken your one sheet and I'm basically doing a save as and swapping out your picture with my picture and calling it a day. So no, really, I think it's a great document. I'm being transparent with you. I'm going to use it for inspiration to upgrade my one pager, and I'm thrilled that it resonated.
Beautiful. I love when you can see the synergy of everybody working together. That's really, really cool. All right, Lori, then Shitsu, and then Catherine. And Catherine, welcome. I haven't met you before, so hello. I see you. All right, Lori.
Good morning still, I think it's still morning. I am Lori Howard. I am based in Chicago, and because everyone knows I have a weather thing. It is hot and humid today, although the temperatures are dropping, and I'm quite excited by that. I'm an executive career coach and leadership consultant who works with values-driven technology leaders and executives from across the US who come to me specifically when it's time for them to think about what's next, whether they've been laid off or are just thinking about what they want to do next. And just as a PS, I am not an executive recruiter. I love working with executive recruiters and recommending really values-driven, exceptional executive recruiters, because I find those are a much rarer article in today's world. And so the more of those I can connect with, the more I feel like I am able to connect great people with great people. My victory this week, I finally seeing sort of, sometimes I think with things like LinkedIn, the impact feels like a side effect. It's not direct. It's not, I did this thing and I got this direct result. I know I've had people comment on my profile, my visibility, how I come across to them through their experience with me on LinkedIn. So I'm having that happen. But I had 3 leads come back this week and sign the agreement and start moving, so that we could start moving things forward, which is perfect. And they're great opportunities. They're not, right? They really are the kind of clients that I love, love, love. So those are my wins. Next week, I have to there are 2 things I really want to get done. One, I'm sort of getting a little shaky on my consistency, and I need to figure out how to keep my systematizing of things in place so I can be consistent on LinkedIn and with my engagement with people who are engaging with me. That's become the hard part. How do I stay on top of all the individuals who are actually talking to me in some ways to nurture those relationships? So that's my next challenge. And then the other thing that I keep letting slide is I have a webinar, a live masterclass I'm doing. I pushed it back to August. I have to start the promotion. So that is my commitment. Please check in with me. Anyone who talks to me, ask me, hey, Lori, have you taken action on that? Because that is the easiest thing to slide because it's tedious. So that's the thing. I must launch the promotional elements of that this week.
All right. So
Lori, are you doing a LinkedIn Live? Is it a LinkedIn Live webinar?
I did not hear any. I heard you talking.
Barbara, I apologize, Barbara.
Go ahead, Randall.
Is it a LinkedIn Live webinar?
If I have the guts to give that a go.
Well, if you make it a LinkedIn Live webinar, and again, there's a lot of back-end detail,
yeah.
I would pitch you on sharing that with us, because if we all register, we can invite people.
Okay, well, it will be a LinkedIn event. I mean, I always do a LinkedIn event with it. I just haven't done the LinkedIn Live because I've been doing great events.
Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much time, but I just want to offer that we can support you.
Great, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you were going to quantify, so we're going to check in with you for the webinar.
It's done, not
You're
done.
promoting it, right? You're promoting it, or are you getting ready to?
No, but I have everything set up to promote it. I have to go through the steps to set it up and launch this event. Okay. So it's literally a, did you do it? Did you not do it?
All right. All right. And when are you going to have that? When are you going to start your promotion? Monday?
This week. Monday
this week is not a date.
You're rough. Yes, okay, I'll commit to Monday.
Okay, Lori, back at you, girl. All right, so but the other part is developing your consistency and replying back to people, because that's meaningful. And so I want you to think in your head, how many meaningful comments do you think you can commit to?
Yeah, it's not comments, right? It's in response to my DMs and people messaging, and I need
how many can you commit to? Because
so I haven't figured out my capacity. So I have to figure out.
So here's when you don't know, then guess what's going to happen?
No, I understand that. My first step for me is figuring out what I can actually do now, and I do that. I have a process that works for me in figuring these things out. I don't want to let anything slide, so I need to sort that out, get going this week.
I guess we're gonna just check in with you that you got the process going here, girl.
You can check in on that. The webinar, the live event is more important at this point, because that one every day I lose, which is why I was willing to give you Monday, because you're right, I should or you didn't know it, but I absolutely need to do that.
Right. So the point is that if we really want to grow, we've got to make that commitment to ourselves. And when we don't make that commitment to ourselves, then that says something about us. I mean, we're committed, I think every single one of you in here, we're committed to everybody that we work with, right? But it comes back to, in order to be really committed to them, we got to be committed to our process as well. Because then that allows us to come from a position of strength in our personality, strength in that we're going to really help the people that we want to help. Does that make sense? Okay, good enough.
That applies to this situation, but I hear what you're saying. I understand.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And I always appreciate your insights.
Jane, I see you have a question. What's up?
Has everybody noticed that when I've done the bulk link opener and I'm opening the links, has anybody noticed that their own profile with views and impressions now comes up? Is that new? Joe, did you do that, or is that what's happening there?
So I do know that there's a new bulk opener. There's bulk opener number 3. I don't know which one you're using.
I use 2.
2. Okay. Yeah, that's a new that sounds new to me too, Jane.
And I was just curious. And I have an ask for everybody on here. I mentioned to Joe on another one of these events on Monday. I'm speaking to a woman today that knows Joe, and she's considering getting Pro, the bundle for her team. And I would just like to see, I know why I like it. I would like just a one-liner in the chat of why you like Evie AI. How does it benefit you? Because she's a different person than I am. And I'd love some ideas that I can also throw out to her. So if you could just give me a word or two or a line that I can copy and paste. It's so easy. I love it. For example.
There you go. Thank you. So yeah, if everybody in the chat can let's support Jane. Just take a minute and write, why did you become a Pro user? Yeah, I mean, to me, it saves time. It's effective, right? So yeah, let's give Jane her words. And Shitsu, you're next, then Catherine, and then Tom.
Awesome. Thank you. So I guess it's introductions, when, and then what I want next week.
Where do you want to be? Where do you want, what do you want to accomplish by next week this time?
Awesome. So my name is Shitsu. The pronunciation is in the brackets under the picture. And I work with senior women leaders and minority leaders to help them be more effective in their work, and particularly to sharpen their strategic skills. I find that women and minorities in particular are that's not the strong point, right? And so that's kind of where I can really drill down and help them elevate their performance, get out of the operations to really focus on what they need to focus on. And big win for me this week was posting. Thanks to office hours and Carlos, I posted it. I'm going to take a page out of, oh my goodness, who just spoke? I so apologize. Lori, I think it.
Or Lori?
Lori, yes. My big thing is working on consistency. In LinkedIn, I have all of the tools. Now it's about making it work for me. So posted once. I'm here today to get myself to post again this week. So my goal is just post twice a week till it becomes a habit, and then start moving that number up. And I do want to have the 5 conversations a day. So that's kind of, I've sent out invitations and I don't have a lot of success with people accepting them. So I'm going to use the video that you did, Joe, about getting on people's Calendly link and just scheduling myself and like all of your links here. So, so the goal, let's see if it happens, is
and keep in mind, we have a strategy session we're hosting on Wednesday for Evie AI Pro members. So if you need us to upgrade you to Pro and you want to attend that, you can attend. It's a 2-hour session where we're going to cover how to get people on the phone, how to get them to accept your connection requests if they're not doing it. We have a 3C strategy we're going to be teaching. We're also going to teach you how to get anyone on the phone, and I'm going to show how I got on the phone and closed a client from someone who didn't answer my DM. So I'm going to show that specific strategy. So it's a 2-hour strategy. Every EVI Pro member can attend at no additional cost. So I highly recommend, if you guys are pro, join us Wednesday at 10 a.m. And if you're not pro, upgrade to pro, and we'll, I can work that out and give you a special deal. So if you're interested, just hit me up. But that's a very important session for everyone to attend, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern.
That's great.
Thank you.
Joe.
So that's it. Have have 5 conversations a day next week, and build consistency around being on LinkedIn and doing what I need to do.
That's awesome. So
Commenting, commenting, etc.
have you figured out what days you want to post?
I think Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay. And what does consistency mean to you?
It means spending time, like at least half an hour every day, doing the maintenance stuff like happy birthdays and replying to comments and doing invitations and acknowledging people who accepted my invitations. So like that to me is consistency, that I'm on it every day, no matter what. Because stuff happens and that's the first thing that falls.
So where are we starting from? What would you say your consistency was this week?
Well, thank goodness I was on these calls like twice this week.
Okay,
And
that's
so
awesome.
I think I was on LinkedIn 3 times. You know what? I didn't count, but I think between 3 and 4
Yeah.
times this week I was
So
on.
my
I need to
encouragement is
track it.
to
Yeah.
track it a little bit so that you can see what it is you're doing. Because when we don't know exactly what we're doing, then we don't see the progress that we really want to see. And so if
Yes.
we really want to help each other be accountable, we get to track what we do a little bit.
Right. Well, yes, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it was lovely on my last post to have people like make comments on it, and it was just like a wow moment. And Darren, thank you so much. I saw you had made a comment, and so I actually like very deliberately went in and started commenting on other people's posts just to make sure that the dialogue was there and the interactions were there on LinkedIn as well. So
Beautiful. Beautiful.
yeah.
It's where it's a place where you start. So that's
Yes.
awesome. Beautiful, beautiful start. I love it. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Catherine, welcome. So glad you're here.
Hi everyone, this is my first time here. So I think I'm kind of similar to a couple of other people. I'm a executive coach, coaching for high stake performer in the mainly professional service and big tech and healthcare industry, helping them with performance influence and career advancement. My big win this week is a little bit similar like Susie. I did a post this week. I also did a post last week, and I have at a minimum 5 or 6 posts generated already, queued up. So my goal is at least post 1 post. I might do something like a repost, kind of leverage on other people's content.
Beautiful.
Like a minor additional post, but my main post from my own will be at least 1. And I have
That's exciting. That's exciting. Great job. Yeah.
I was doing a little while, but recently I kind of stopped and I kind of pick up. So I feel like I'm okay with 1 or 2 months of content. At least I have one post per week. So next week is to keep up the consistency. I also have some newsletter content. I'm already kind of planning the format, the same topic. I have a couple posts, a couple articles already written. So that will be something I'm launching out. In terms of connecting with people, I mean, I feel like meeting 5 people in a day is super, super ambitious. I
So
mean,
what would it be for, we've got a lot of ambitious people in our group.
I
What would
know.
it be for you that would be a
I'm
little
also
bit of a
like
stretch?
in
What would-
person as well as online. I'm pretty much of an introvert. So meeting 5 people in a day is like about my energy capacity pretty much.
No
When
worries.
we say
it's
five
not
people,
starting-
when we say 5 people a day, you could just meet somebody for like 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be, 5 conversations a day. Sometimes the conversation lasts 10 minutes and it feels really good. And you can have one every other hour. You don't have to have all 5 meetings that are each 1 hour like this for a whole day. I go out of my mind if I did that. Most of the calls are just like 10, 15 minutes just to kind of get to know you, build a relationship. And then we can schedule another call that could be 30 minutes or whatever. So just so you know, it's not like a 5 2-hour meetings. Of course, you go out of your mind with that. You know what I mean?
Right. And you got to start somewhere. And it's like the challenge is if you haven't done 5 before, then maybe you start with 1 and you build to 2. And then if those 2 feel great, then maybe you can build to 4. But it's all about, Joe's exactly right. It's like not all the calls are going to be 5 hours long, right? It's where you spend your whole day.
Yes.
It's usually a very quick conversation to say, hey, hello, get some preliminaries out of the way and say, maybe we need to schedule a longer appointment because we obviously have a lot of things that we have in common that would be great to talk further.
For example, Catherine, I'd love to book a meeting with you. How do I book a meeting with you? Like, do you have a booking link?
It's in the chat box.
Okay. Okay. So I'd be happy to set up a call with you, and we can keep it really short. We can keep it to 5 minutes if you'd like.
Okay. I don't know how much we can talk about in 5 minutes.
We could just look at each other. Yeah.
And Catherine, you can say this up front when you book an appointment with somebody. Hey, let's just have a 5-minute appointment, and you see how it goes.
I've been scheduling 15 minutes with people. Even 15 minutes, I have people reschedule 2 or 3 times for even meet for 15 minutes. So I'm like, how busy are you? It's like you can't even meet for 15 minutes. So
you can make it easy. It can be, 5-minute or less conversation. We don't have to make it a big deal.
I know. Yeah, so that's for next week. I mean, I'm hoping I can meet 5 people in 1 week. That will be my goal. So one day it's like maybe about 2 above my capacity here. Yeah, and very nice meeting everyone here.
Welcome to the group.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
We're here to support you. Let us know what we can do to do that for you. All right.
I got to run, Barbara, and everybody else. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And really, that's really the most important thing. And best to you and your family.
Thank you.
Thank you. Catherine, I already
Have a
booked
great week next week, Randall.
Catherine, I already booked a meeting for today at 5 p.m. with you.
Oh, okay.
I took your only slot up today. You see that? I took action.
Then maybe we can only meet 5 or 10 minutes because I have something like
You want to so you're rescheduling on me now?
I put on my calendar.
You don't even have 15 minutes to talk to me? You're gonna reschedule 3 times with me?
We know Joe's free at 5
I
now.
should be all right. I think it'll be all right. We have 15 minutes, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Barbara, can I just say one more win for this week?
Sure, because then I want to get to Tom before we go.
Okay, I just want to thank Joe for time that he gave me to speak. And Catherine, you should take advantage if you can. Just want to say that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the suggestion.
All right, Tom, last but not least, go right ahead.
I deserve to be last. I got here late. My name is Tom. I get the privilege of finding great stories in people and publishing them and turning their stories into bestsellers for them so that they can use that to their advantage to have impact and perhaps even raise their income a bit with new clients and new contacts. Basically, my wins, I would say, recently are some wonderful contacts with people, and we're finding their intentions to write and they want to work with us, and that's fantastic. We love partnering with them. And my next goal is I just became a pro member, so I've got a lot of learning to do. So that's my goal over
Yay.
this next week, is to put my attention on that.
And I
That's
already
awesome.
referred a client to him that needs a book. So if you guys know someone
Yes,
that needs a
Wow.
book, refer him.
I
So
appreciate it.
what's your intention for next week? Where do you want to